5 minutes remaining then in free practice 2, and we might well see some hot laps coming in here. Dominic Egerter's just posted a new personal best for the day, a 1 minute 40.746, puts him 9th in this session and 11th on the combined times. Alvaro Bautista's fastest in this session is a 1 minute 40.685. That's 7/10 down on Toprak. It's also down on his fastest time from FP1 that puts him 4th on the combined times. Bautista heading through sector 3, looking for a new personal best for FP2 at least. Elsewhere around the track, Garrett Gerloff has just posted a new personal best, a 140.983. He's the second down on Razgatlioglu, your leader. Petrucci, Vickers, Vierke, all tracking to improve on their latest lap. Bautista then crosses the line. It's a 1 minute 40.780. So in the ballpark of his best times from the day. Couple of tenths down on his fastest in FP1, 10th down on his fastest here in FP2. Javi Vierke down in 14th place as things stand, has been mired in the basement positions for much of this session, moves himself up into 11th place. It's a 140.923 for him. Great lap there from Alex Lowe's, 140.563. So that will move him 3rd in this session and 5th fastest on the combined times. Couple of thousandths ahead of Iker Lecuona, faster than Bulliger's best time of the day as well. And unless Bulliger makes a big impression later on, that's going to have to be one of the takeaways from Friday. Big gap between Razgatlioglu and title rival Nico.
Yeah, this is where obviously it becomes really important, because you know that for Toprak and for BMW, they're always going to be able to find that performance, find that potential. They've shown that over the last couple of years, whether it's with the BMW package or the Yamaha in the past, Toprak and Phil Marin always figure out a solution if they're having a tough time. For Buliga, he needs to make sure that when we get to the Superpole session, he's able to put it all together. And really, over the course of his Superbike career, we've been able to see that he's able to do that. So there's no reason for alarm bells just yet, but it will be a talking point.
No, not least because when there's a lot of other Ducatis buzzing around him, as there were in FP1 earlier on today, you know, Bulliger finished behind Sam Lowe's, behind Andrea Iannone and behind Alvaro Bautista in FP1. Here he is in FP2. He's behind Sam Lowe's in P2. The risk for Bulliger is not just that Toprak wins. The problem for Bulliger is if other riders start to beat him as well. That's when he'll lose bigger points than he can afford to lose.
Yeah, and you can see there for Alvaro that he's able to move himself onto that front row of the grid, well, the top 3. And for Sam Lowe's now, top of the times in this one, fastest lap of the weekend so far. So for Lowe's, this again is another good indication of where he's at. You can see there, just couldn't quite get the bike stopped down in towards turn 1. Another rider ran off at 1 as well. It looked like it was Jari Montella.
Yes, so Montella going wide, as you say, at turn 1. Sam Lowe's sliding his way through. Fastest time of the day for Sam Lowe's, a 1 minute 39.528. That's 4 tenths faster than Toprak Razgatlioglu has gone in this session. He's only now making his way round on what will be his last installation lap. Alex Lowe's will bail out of that lap halfway through, running off the circuit and rejoining. Andrea Iannone's just set a new personal best, a 140.625 for him. Iker Lecuona's up after the first sector, making his way through sector 2. Remy Gardner, new personal best for 11th. That's 12th fastest on the combined times. Razgatlioglu, Bautista, Iannone, Bulliger, the riders in the top 10 this afternoon who are yet to improve on their time from this morning. Lecuona has improved on his time from this morning. He's 6th fastest on the combined times, and he's looking good here, making his way through in sector 3. And Iannone behind him on track, also in line to improve as things stand. Sam Lowe's leading the way, the only rider other than Toprak Razgatlioglu to have gone until 1 minute 39s today. So just we saw him go with Toprak in race 2 in Donington Park last time out. Sam Lowe's trying to give Toprak Razgatlioglu something to think about this weekend. The pace hasn't been there thus far for Nicolo Bulliger, who is down in 7th position in this afternoon's free practice 2, as Iker Lecuona makes his way across the line now, and it's a 1 minute 40.368 for Iker Lecuona, which will put him up into 3rd position. Our timing screens have frozen here, so we'll come back to you on more detail in a couple of moments' time. But we're 15 seconds away now from the checkered flag falling. Toprak Razgatlioglu coming through sector 3. Iannone making a new personal best, a 140.142 for him. So it's Sam Lowe's fastest by 4 tenths of a second ahead of Razgatlioglu, Iannone, Lecuona, Bautista rounding out your top 5.
Yeah, you can see here for Toprak just pushing on. This is looks like it's into 9 and 10. This is when he ran off the track.
Really struggling.
And for Razgatlioglu, what we've seen on the course of this lap is that first half of the lap, he was really good and up by half a tenth. And he's probably going to feel that there's an opportunity went to miss for him. But overall, for Toprak, it's still going to be one of those things where he'll view it that this is a decent end to the day, and at least with the problems he had at the start of the session, they're able to take some learnings from that.
And what a great result for Sam Lowes as well. 1 minute 39.528 for Sam Lowes, the only rider other than Toprak Razgatlioglu to have got into the 1 minute 39s today.
Yeah, and I think for Sam, obviously he's going to be excited with how he's been able to put that lap together right at the end. It's going to give him a bit of confidence going into the Super Pole session as well. And for all these riders from FP1 into FP2, you want to see that improvement. The track conditions didn't actually change that much. We went from 38 degrees track temperature up to the mid 40s, so we had a little bit of evolution, but not crazily different from the morning to the afternoon. The difference is going to be the rubber went down, and then just how the track retains that heat as well, because that's always a big challenge that the teams and riders can't understand until they get into the session. And then you want to be able to see if the progress that you're making with the bike holds over. That's why at the start of this session it was a little bit different to when we normally will have riders go out and do their longer runs at the start of a session and try and get that back-to-back analysis. Here it was trying to see whether or not the changes you made from FP1 to FP2 carried forward. That's why Toprak went out and did 4 or 5 laps at the start of the session, came back in and then put in his fresh tyre.
Quick word on the balance of power between the sectors as well. Sam Lowes fastest in sectors 1 and 3. Toprak Razgatlioglu fastest in sectors 2 and 4. And elsewhere, the fastest top speed for Alvaro Bautista.
Yeah, and that top speed around about 280 k's an hour, and that speed trap is just as you come down in towards the braking zone for turn 1. So not the fastest top speeds that we see through the course of the year. It's a circuit that's probably more similar to the likes of Jerez in terms of what you're doing with the gear configuration and the shift pattern around here. But for the riders, it is a question then of what you're able to do to maximize the bike through the rest of the lap and giving yourself those chances.